Qapla! And welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Star Trek Online! Okay, in the last episode we had played Spin the Wheel, and we got to meet Samara, get some information, and get our famous Ghostbuster gun. And that will help us because in this episode we are going to fight Davidians on the ground. I guess there aren't space Davidians. They don't exactly fly ships, do they? Anyway, we are going into a deep, dark place under Zana Station, and we are going to fight some Davidians. This mission, has to be one of my favorite missions in the game, just for the fact that it's dark, spooky, and Bonnie Ken. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you soon will. Because Bonnie Ken is all dressed in red. Alright, here we go. It's time for What Lies Beneath. Something more than Davidians haunts the lower levels of a 200-year-old space station. Will you survive long enough to learn the truth? We need to be Commander 27, and we are just barely Commander 27. Alright, it's clear that the Davidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know that they're on Drozana Station as well. And according to Samara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. Those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years. And the Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. I want you to take a lift down and find out. I have access to Starfleet records of encounters with Davidians that have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use, so keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Davidians are feeding. Go to Drozana Station and search the lower maintenance levels, and we will get a triolic pattern enhancer for this mission. So head to Drozana. I love the triolic pattern enhancer, or at least I should say I used to love it. Long time ago, I guess pre-season 5, before they did the whole revamp of the ground. Maybe it was season 4, one of those seasons. Ground combat used to be a lot longer in the game, meaning right now you can kind of just blast your way through enemies and it goes pretty quickly. In the past, ground combat took longer. It took a lot longer to kill enemies, and because of that you had to be resourceful. You had to use all your kit powers, set up turrets, and set up that whole thing, set up kind of bunkers in a way. And in that system, the triolic pattern enhancer helped a lot because it created a circle, a field in a circle, and you stand inside of it, and it takes you out of our space-time continuum, or actually I guess it just changes the phase variance, kind of what Data did in that episode dealing with the Davidians. He just changed his phase variance, but what it does is it reduces damage to you by quite a bit. So you could put yourself inside a triolic pattern enhancer thing and set up all your weapons and stuff and attack the enemy, and kind of set yourself up with a nice little bunker there and just fight for a while. So it was much more useful in the old style of combat in the game. Now that they've sped things up, it's not as useful because you don't end up staying in one place very long. You have to just keep running basically through the level. So it's not as useful as it used to be. There are now only rare situations that I ever use it. And I wish I could use it more, but there's just not situations that I come across, even in STFs, where I have to use the triolic pattern enhancer. Alright. Dock at the station. So we're back here, and we got my gun ready. Interesting, it doesn't put it on no visuals for the back on it. Anyway, alright, go to the lower levels. This is where it gets spooky. Oh, I forgot. The Federation side, you do, on the Federation side, you access this console. On the KDF side, you access this console. They just reversed it. Funny, funny, funny. Alright, descend into lower maintenance levels, and we get our full complement of bridge officers. So we will have backup. Yes, it is dark. It is not just your screen, it is my screen too. I know it's going to be dark for you guys. Trust me, it's dark for me. I'm going to get lost probably. I know I did the first time I played this mission. But yes, it's dark. It's going to be very hard for you to see stuff. I apologize, but that's the way it is. Alright, we get to take emergency flashlights. Now, there is a little trick you can do. And I think I showed you this on the Federation side. Take your flashlight after you get it and put one each on your bridge officer. Go back out, get another flashlight. Ta-da! Go back in, put one on another bridge officer. Go back out, take another one. And wrong button. Go to another bridge officer, equip it on there. A little bit of lag there. And get another flashlight. And go back and put it on my last bridge officer. Now you will see all my bridge officers have a flashlight. Now whether they actually use it or not is very random. And they oftentimes don't. And even when they do, it doesn't really illuminate that well. But it's just something you can do, why not? Now we can take one for myself. Make sure to equip it on yourself, because you will want to use it. And now we can turn it on. Ta-da! I have a flashlight, a floating flashlight. See, this to me is 25th century technology. See, I think everything in the future should float in front of you. So the flashlight here is basically beside me, and it's floating beside me. Hovering, I guess. Anti-gravity. It's an anti-gravity flashlight, right? That's the way the future should be. Everything should be anti-gravity. I should be able to just like throw up a book in the air and it just float alongside me. Yeah. So, let's go. Triolic waves. There must be Davidians nearby. I expect that we will see more as we approach the area. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. There are little creatures as well on the ground. My bridge officers will fight them if they find them. Examine door. Looks like this door is stuck. We'll have to find another way around. One of the side maintenance passages should have an alternate route. See, there's those little creatures. But my bridge officers will take care of them. Now, if I was an engineer, I could get past this door. But I'm a tactical officer now, so I cannot. I have to go the alternate route. And when I do that, something is going to happen. Part of the ceiling is going to fall on me. And one time I played this game, and the ceiling fell on me, and I got stuck, and I couldn't move. It was kind of weird. So come up until the part falls, and then back up. One of these ceiling things is going to fall on you. There it goes. Yeah, see, there it is. It just fell to the ground. So be careful. Once I got stuck under that. Yes, under that. And I could not get out. It was very, very bad. Alright. Now, at this point, we are to find the maintenance lift, which is around this way. Oh, Davidians. Well, Davidians we can't fight yet, but just giving us a hint of what is to come. There's more of those bugs. Our bridge officers will take care of them just fine. Alright, we are on our way. Up, here we go. It's first contact with the Nvidia. Hate it when they do that. Sweet. One of my officers has turned on their flashlight, but you see it doesn't really illuminate. Remember to turn yours back on because it turns it off. See, my flashlight actually illuminates the area. Theirs, even when they're turned on, they don't really illuminate the environment, so they're not helpful at all. But it's something you can do, at least. Have flashlights on them. Why not? Doesn't hurt anything. Okay. I'm going to find the maintenance lift, and I believe that is this door. Someone's put the lift on emergency lockdown. We'll have to override the lockdown code to access it. Right, so we have to unlock the maintenance lift. Okay, let's do that here, I guess. That should do it, but I do not understand why someone would lock down the lift in the first place. Well, I do. Now we should be able to go to the next area. Uh-oh, this isn't the computer core level. So it appears that the lift is stuck. We're somewhere on a maintenance level for environmental controls and waste recycling. We'll need to track down the damaged junctions on the floor and repair and bypass blah blah blah. So we have to repair relays, bypass blah blah blah, do a whole bunch of stuff. But it's real simple, it's not that hard. First thing is to open the door. Go through it. Now see, it trapped all my bridge officers inside. That is... Why would it do that to me? Captain, the door, we're locked in. Ah, crap. No, you're locked in, I'm not. But I don't want you to be locked in. Crap. I think I did it too fast. I need to be on the inside and unlock the control panel. Huh. Well, I can't because now I'm stuck on this side of the door. I don't remember how to... Oh, this sucks. Now I don't have any of my bridge officers. I know where to go and what to do, but I've never been in this situation before. This sucks. Well, let's go continue with the mission. If I die, then at least my bridge officers will come back with me. So that's the first relay. So that's the first relay, and I want my bridge officers with me. Hey, they came back. How'd they do that? Or one came back. How did one pop out and the others? Hey, another one popped out. They're like coming through the door. Hey, they all popped out. Except for my android. He's stuck inside still. Darn it. Okay, so word of the wise. Don't go out that door yet. Wait a little bit and wait till it says we're trapped inside and then access the panel to go through it. Otherwise, you're going to get into this bridge officer mess that I have. And my android is stuck on the inside, bobbing around, trying to find his way out. He may eventually squeeze out. Apparently these three did. I don't know how they managed that, but they did. They just went right through the door, I guess. Anyway, if I die, he'll come with me. Eventually. They'll respawn together. If not, I guess I'm just a four-man team.
Barneykin, Barneykin, I see you. Barneykin, Barneykin, what will you do?
And there's good old Bonnie Ken. Uh-oh.
Dress all in red. Barneykin, Barneykin, soon you'll be dead.
Spooky. There's more than just Davidians at work here.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Oh crap. I hate it when they do that. Okay. Scan this relay and that will take care of all the relays. Look for an encryption key. Flashlight. Oh, back this way.
Sent you, didn't they? My little Bonniekin? To halt my work, to change my program. You'll not survive to perform such taxis. No. Pretty Bonniekin.
So creepy. And I'm out. A malfunctioning hologram, no wonder. The triolic energy would have degraded his program and caused instability, and the Davidians didn't bother it because it had no neural energy for them to feed upon. Sir, it looks like the encryption key for the door might correspond to a subroutine embedded in the hologram's mobile emitter. We should be able to use it to open the door. Mobile emitters are still rare outside of Starfleet and the KDF captain. The staff here must have spent quite a lot of latinum to obtain one. If you ask me, Balan might be selling more than drinks and Dabo. It would be best if someone like Kamin keeps an eye on him. So it was a hologram, a malfunctioning hologram. Oh. Very cool the way that works. Hey, my android showed up. All my bridge officers finally showed up in the end. Now we go back to the lift and try to go to the computer core. This is it. We've made it to the computer core level. On this station, the core itself is down a long ramp area past some regulator rooms. We should head there as quickly as possible. So, see, their flashlights are on, but they're not really... Mine is illuminating, but theirs are not. This doesn't seem to have any special codes. Can't go through that door. Have to go through this door. There's a terminal up here we have to use. And when we do so, Davidians will appear. That one was like hiding. It's like I'm not gonna show myself. I'm gonna hide behind this console. Okay. Hard for me to get to you, but sure. Okay, now that we did that, we go back out. We should be able to use that door now. Yes. Down the ramp. Into the beast of the belly. Or the beast of the belly. The belly of the beasts. Ooh, a dead person. A red shirt. In fact, a really red shirt. He doesn't even look like he's from our time period, does he? There's a reason for that. Another red shirt. Examine body. Sir, this person is from the 23rd century. The Davidians must be bringing their victims through time. We have to stop them before they're responsible for any other deaths. They could disrupt the timeline. Well, of course they could. Around the corner and down this way. Oh, crap. That always freaks me out. Down the long... Oh, I'm stuck. Down the long... corridors. Down, down, down into the beast's belly. If I recall the details of this sort of station correctly, sir, the computer core usually has intrusion countermeasure defenses to prevent enemies from stealing or sabotaging critical computer elements. Perhaps with your tactical training you could reactivate those defenses to assist in fighting the Davidian incursion. Now that I would love to do. So this is the tactical option. Activate computer core defenses. Optional. Heck yes, I want to activate computer core defenses. I need all the help I can get. Oh, Davidians. The only thing I don't like about this gun is it has a slow recharge time. But it's okay. Alright, activate computer core defenses. Sweet. That will be useful. Flashlight again. And we continue going down, down, down. This appears to be a regulator room for the computer core's power system. The Davidians are probably leeching power from the station to keep their gate active. We could use this console to set up a power spike that we could trigger near the computer core, which might disrupt the Davidians and their gate. Yes, I will use that advantage as well. Nice. And activate console. There we go. And now we go down again. Down, down, down. To another room. This looks like a field control station for the lower levels of the station. We could set up a field systems here so that we can activate them in the computer core area to counteract the Davidians' phase shifting abilities. That will push them out of sync with our universe. Ooh, I can definitely use that advantage as well. Awesome. Oh, little spiders things. Done and done. Back out, and again we go down. Now we're finally getting to the... oh crap. I forgot that happens too. That scares me. Now we're at the boss. The boss scene. This area, this part can be difficult, but because we did all these optionals, should be a little bit better. We can regulate the computer fields. There we go. See, that helps. And then we can use our other option, remember? We can do this too. Drop the portal's energy and do that thing we did. That makes him a lot easier to control. There we go. That makes things a lot better. So remember to do those optionals, and then you can go to those computer controls and utilize their functions. Sir, the Davidian's time portal heads back to the 23rd century. We cannot safely use it, but we need to find a way to destroy it so that the Davidians cannot alter history any further. Once we get readings on the portal, we should take them back to Gonalda Station. The analysts there may be able to give us better readings than we can get with our questionable tricorders. Right, so the portal is under here. Scan the portal. The distortion from the portal is intense, and it's difficult to process all of this information. We should at least be able to compensate enough to use transporters again. Our scanners do not have the processing power to make sense of this data. We need to take it back to Gonalda Station for analysis. Alright, so now we have to head back to that space station. Basically, same thing on the Federation side. You head back to K7 at this point and turn in all your data. And so now, for the KDF, that's exactly what we do. We head to Gonalda Station, turn in all our data. So that was a lot of fun. The ending there with the Phantasm can be very difficult if you don't do the optionals. If you choose not to do any of those optionals and just fight them, you can end up dying quite a few times. Especially if you don't do a lot of damage, or if you're not good at tanking. You will die quite a few times. So I suggest doing the optionals so that you can activate those computer controls, and that will really help fight the Davidians at the very end of that mission there. And that's pretty much, after we turn this data in, that's going to conclude this mission. I enjoyed this one. The next one, of course, is where we go back into the 23rd century. And we get to meet everybody. Although we're a Klingon, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. I forget. I've only done this once on the Klingon side, and I forgot what it was like. I do know this. There's an accolade on the Klingon side for killing every Federation officer on that station in the past. I think if you kill all the Federation officers, you get an accolade on the Klingon side. So that may be something we do. I think that's right. Because there's an accolade on the Federation side that if you do not attack anybody and you just walk your way through the whole thing, you get an accolade. But then on the Klingon side, it's the opposite. You got to kill everybody and then you get an accolade. So we'll try that. We'll kill everybody since we're Klingons, right? And I think we'll get an accolade for that. Alright, go to Gonalda system. Head to the space station. Dock. Now we need to use the station computers. So basically we just walk up to this glowing console here and use it. Analyze Davidian portal data. Analyzing data. Temporal fluctuation based on triolic phase shifting technology. Approximate date of incursion DIS 2093. Federation 2265. Fluctuation tied to presence of entangled triolic generating matter. Source unknown. Rate of triolic energy. Incursion increasing. Portal accessible during resonance peak through application of phase energy discharge. Phaser, disruptor, other energy projector. Return to your ship to hail your contact via a secure channel. So that's it. Complete. Turn this thing in. And we get our triolic pattern enhancer, which gives plus 13 all damage resistance, negative 110 proton resistance, but you get that all damage resistance for 180 seconds. So that's it, and it did not take us up to the next level. Note that we were like right here somewhere, and it took us to here. So this is the first mission we've done that has not leveled us up a whole rank. that is very interesting. And I think, let's look at our next mission. See, look, everything old is new requires you to be Commander 28. And we have this much to go before we hit 28. So we cannot play the next mission yet. We are going to have to do something else to gain skill points to get to level 28. And I'm trying to think what we can do. The easiest thing to do is to go do a nebula kind of explore mission where you explore 3 systems and you're done. That would certainly get us there. There are other things we can do. I don't even know what the look of a warrior is. That's probably not even a mission that would give us skill points. No. Just telling us about the shipyard. There's the investigate officer reports. That's obviously one way to get skill points. There's DOF missions, which we haven't done any of. That's obviously one way. I haven't actually done these. There's the Triala system repair. That's an easy daily. That would give you skill points. Oh, and then of course there's the Path of the Warrior. There's the Sortie Alpha and Sortie Bravo, which is the daily that you can do, remember, every 30 minutes. It's not a daily, I guess. It's just an every 30-minute thing. It's basically the Bertrand equivalent on the KDF side, except it's not a daily. You can do it every 30 minutes. And it gives you a lot of skill points. So that's several things you can do right there. So there are several ways to get more skill points. But I'm not going to do them right now because I will probably do them off screen and then hit the next episode with the next mission. And I'll come back later, at the end of this series, like I'm going to do on the Federation side, and show all those special things. But I will show them at the end of the series. I want to keep the episodes in order with the missions. So, until then, I will see you all next time. We will be ready to do everything old is new, and we will go back into the past as a Klingon and kill everybody that we've seen. Qapla to the KDF.